Hey guys, Doug Gaffney here, your elite system builder and president of ERS Home Services. I want to share with you guys a few things as you guys are just getting started. Okay, so first of all, I have a nice little image here. Picked this up and it just really struck a pot of gold for me, as it relates to family. Obviously we have our personal life family, but we also have our business family, and points out five key things. Family is people who know our past, present, and future. In business, within our team, within this group, within a synergy of our collective whole, we're going to begin to learn each other. Our past, our present, and our future. We're going to be manifesting and developing the future. So that's one of the fun, exciting things about, working within a collective team. Number two, those who accept us the way we are. That's so true. We're here to help lift each other up and cultivate something new, breed success, okay? Number three, a source of love, comfort, and happiness. Absolutely. The team camaraderie is just going to be a very conducive environment, and you guys are going to really enjoy, especially as you grow, your team grows, our team and organization overall grow. It's just going to be a phenomenally fun and exciting time. A lot of momentum and excitement. Number four, those with whom we share a lifetime of memories and traditions with. Let me tell you, as we begin to really thrive within our teams, traveling and having vacations and just learning and growing together, different training events, we're going to really have some great memories and share some great moments together. And number five, what we call home. I want you to understand right now in your mind that this business is home for you. Decide to commit your roots, okay, and start letting those roots in the ground, in this new environmental soil, begin to really birth and burrow deep, okay, so that way you can begin, once those roots are really planted, within your first 90 to 180 days in a company, or your first 12 months in a company, once your roots start really growing, that's when you want to start, shooting up. And then eventually over time, they always say at least commit 2 to 3 years, in every business, because, that right there is a time period that's going to show whether it's good for you or not, whether you can weather the storm and really tough it out and really be successful and thrive. So as your tree begins to grow and your branches begin to spread out, that's what you got to understand you're doing here. Now, in getting started, there's a great welcoming package. Okay, so make sure you guys have read this entirely. All right, this talks a lot about welcoming, the 7 full steps of getting started, hot markets, all the company information. Make sure you get that. All right, but what I want to really quickly cover is the 3 key elements that you really want to focus on right now. Okay, right now. All right, so as you can see here, number 1, and I make this very simple, but number 1, okay, FD Club, Field Director Club. Now, just so you understand what I'm referencing, okay, you should always have the TLC, your TLC, and I have a nice little, pamphlet thing here that I carry, but even if you have a simple printout, you should have that ERS TLC system package, okay? So that way it kind of gives a brief overview of what we do, our mission, vision, our concept, the 5 core areas that we focus on, your TLC CCQ, our 5-year game plan. It also talks about this side, which is the builder compensation structure. Remember, we have a personal production side for agent and associate. We have our profit share, which is a company dollar side. Okay, and within that company dollar side, we have the builder profit share. So within that builder profit share, there's these percentages in these titles and ranks. Okay, so as an elite system builder, B as in builder, we show you within your first year, your way to 100K, which we're going to talk about here in a second, but I just want you guys to get used to these ranks. Okay, you have team leader, field manager, field director, senior field director, FVP, and above. Okay, senior field vice president, regional field vice president, national vice president, and field vice chairman. All right, so you're gonna want to work your way up, because obviously the higher you get up, the higher your commission is on that builder profit share, and that can be extremely lucrative. So what you want to do is focus on within your first year, your first year hitting field vice president. And in order to do that in a systematic and a very effective way, how you can build upon leaders, you want to focus on FD Club. Okay? In any organizational structure, you always want to build at least 3 to 5 legs. Okay? 3 to 5 legs. What that means is you want to have at least personally 3 to 5 key people that you want to start helping drive depth in. Okay? Help them duplicate. So, and the reason that is, just like Jesus had 12 disciples and he really had a lot of experience with his core 3, you want to build your core 3, but you need to maybe start off with 5 to 12 because eventually some of them are going to sink or swim or whatever the case may be. You want to make sure you have a great team that's going to weather the storm. So, if you focus on number 1, FD Club, okay, which FD Club means, number 1, get yourself qualified. Meaning, if you are going to proclaim you're going to be a real estate agent, mortgage, insurance agent, or a home services associate, make sure you assign that. Or if you want to be an elite system builder, a part of ERS Home Services, all right, guess what? That's where it's because it's non-licensed, you can do that and still refer to any of the 4 industries and get somewhat of a referral fee, okay? And we're going to cover that as well. But get qualified. Make sure you either A, register for one of the 3 courses, or B, within home services, if you're going to be a solar expert or just an elite system builder, make sure you assign yourself and join ERS Home Services, okay? Now, that's qualified. Now, number two of FD Club is achieve 5-5-30. Start focusing on 5-5-30. What is that? 5 clients. Focus on 5 clients. Once you start understanding the products and services we offer and you start sharing the TLC Wealth Plan, it's going to be very easy to gain those 5 clients because that's 5 clients in any industry. Okay, that could be solar, that could be, insurance, that could be all the industries we're in. 5 clients. 5 new people on your team, 5 new folks within your team, okay, within 30 days. 5 qualified folks, like you just got qualified, right? And then number 3, focus on achieving field director, FD, within your first 90 days. Momentum, momentum, momentum. A plane, when it's getting ready to take off, it exerts the majority of its energy at takeoff. Once it reaches 10,000 feet, it starts coasting. So I want you to understand something. You are launching your business. You are on the runway. You have established yourself in number 1. You're on a taxiway, and you're saying, hey, I got to achieve, FD Club. Oh, man, okay, great. So let me talk to you what you're going to want to do in your checklist. When you get ready to take off, they have the little takeoff procedures and checklist. All right, when they tell you fasten your seatbelts and they go through the emergency stuff, that's number 2. Okay, so number 2 is 7 and 7 blitz. So within your first 7 days, so as you're on a taxiway, number 1, get yourself qualified, proclaim what you're going to do specifically. Okay, 1 thing. Number 2, meet the significance. Make sure that whoever your upline field leadership, that field vice president or at least field director and above, meets with your significant family members and friends. Okay. Number 3, build a list. Okay. Build your top 25 people. Everyone has 2,500 people on their phone or on social media, right? So at least start with 25 folks, 25 to 100 people that, you can start sharing the TLC Wealth Plan with and allow your FD or above to do that for you, okay, or with you. That way you are learning as that person is teaching. Number 4, attend a full corporate BOP, business opportunity presentation. This way you understand what we do as a whole in more detail and you're learning. Number 5, TLC Wealth Plan. Okay, so your personal plan, okay, your personal financial wealth plan, okay, and then also your business plan, which is what we're covering right now. What your action steps, what you need to do moving forward. All right. Now, number 6, FD Club, right? That's what we just talked about. So you want to start on your way to FD Club. Number 7, duplicate this process. With the folks that you have within FD Club, your 5 recruits, you want them to duplicate this. So if you did this within your first 7 days, all right, and then you're following your second or third week within your first 30 days, you helped your team duplicate that immediately. You can have, 25 folks within your team immediately, okay? But you have to follow the system. If you're militant like I am and I was within the military, and you can simply follow the system, you're going to be able to achieve, some great success. Now, your way to 100K. Your way to 100K. It's very simple. It's very simple. Common sense, we know isn't common, but don't complicate this. Either A, B, or C. A, help 3 to 5 achieve FD. Field director, right? Help 3 to 5 achieve FD. This is what you're going to want to do within your first 6 to 12 months. Okay, obviously FD Club and achieving FD within your first 90 days. So after you've done it, now you should be able to help other folks do it as well within the latter parts of the year, your 6 to 12 months, right? So you can either A, help 3 to 5 people achieve FD, and you're going to basically achieve field vice president, okay? Remember, in here, field vice president is 36 people in your team, in your group, and 150,000 in group commissionable income or volume, okay? So if you do the math, if FD is 45,000 in volume and 12 on your team, okay? 45,000 and 12 on your team, what that means is if you multiply that by 3 to 5, let's just say you multiply by 5, you're going to have that's over 200 people in your group. 200,000 in volume, and over almost 60 people in your team. So when you help 3 to 5 to hit FD, like you did, okay, you're going to have more than enough to achieve field vice president. Or you can help 36 people on your team simply achieve 5-5-30. Remember, they're all going to have to do both of these either way, because that is the system. But I'm just showing you, either way you want to perceive it or look at it, it works, okay? Help 36 achieve 5-5-30, okay? Because remember, your 36 people, they should be focusing on that when it comes to FD Club. 5-5-30, 5 clients, 5 recruits within their first 30 days, just like you did it, okay? Remember, people do what you do. Let me say that one more time. People do what you do, not what you say necessarily, okay? So take the actions to gain the results and just follow the system. Follow the system. So help 36 achieve 5-5-30, or C, you can do a little bit of both, all right? Because at the end of the day, all of this is compounding on each other. When you accomplish number 1 as FD Club, guess what? You achieve 5-5-30. You do this within 90 days. Obviously, you do 7 and 7 within your first 7 days. You're starting off on the right track. Get on the right track. All right. All of this is teamwork. It's a system that's in place. It's here for a reason. Follow the system. Follow the system. If we don't want to reinvent the wheel, keep it very simple. That way it's duplicatable, easy, and fun. You know exactly what you're doing. At the end of the day, when folks come in and they're getting their TLC wealth plan for their personal selves, okay, they're going to be referred to, obviously, an elite professional within the real estate, mortgage, insurance, or solar arena, because you want to be a product of your product. Be a servant leader. Lead by example, okay? So obviously fix yourself and then launch your business as well, okay? That way you're on the right track. So I hope this video was very helpful. We want to make sure it's super simple. Join us on our social media pages. Get started and just keep it very simple. 1, 2, and 3.